around, they're stepping in, and they're taking their second step like you would for like an Ippon Suenage. You're circling around and stepping wide, close to, if not past, your partner's left foot. All right? You got to remember for Harai Goshi, for a brief moment in time, both of us have to be standing on my left leg. So if my left leg is off center, it means our center of gravity is here, but my base is way over here to the left. It doesn't work out. The physics just does not work out that way. For me to be able to throw him with Harai Goshi, one of two things has to happen. I have to haul him over to my left side to get both our centers over my base, which requires a lot of muscle. It will not allow me to throw a bigger, stronger opponent. And that's the litmus test. For anything we do in Judo and Jiu-Jitsu, if you can't do it against a bigger dude, it's useless. All right? If everything we do only works against smaller, weaker guys, there's no point in doing this. All right? So, or what I have to do is I have to really throw everything way out to the side, and I usually end up collapsing because everything's off the center of my base. Imagine both of us trying to stand on a pogo stick together. If the guy who's on my back on the pogo stick decides to throw his weight over here, what happens? The whole thing goes to the side, so this has to be in the center. All right, so most commonly, you get a high collar grip, back grip, or even an underhook, or even a belt grip for Harai Goshi. You can do a standard lapel grip if you want to, but because I have an elbow injury, I'm going to take a high collar grip. I'm going to cheat. I come across, and my right foot comes across, and I toe in, and I place it about 6 inches in front of and inside his right foot. And I'm on the ball of my foot. I don't want to be flat-footed. I want to be on the ball of my foot. Even if my foot looks flat, the weight's on the ball, so I can pivot and point my foot this way very, very easily. I come in, and then from here I press the floor. The sleeve grip pulls up and out, very similar to me starting a lawnmower. A lot of beginners will pull it down into their ribs. Anytime you pull the sleeve grip down, that puts his weight on the heels. That's great for backwards throws like Osotogari or Ouchigari. Terrible for forward throws, so I need to pull up. All right, elbow needs to be high. If I'm getting a high collar grip, I'm going to hug his head into my chest. I want head control with this grip, and I pull him high. If I have an underhook, I lift, and I want to get this part of him to me. I want to stick him to me like this. The more head control I get, the closer he is to me locked up top, the stronger the throw is going to be. So from here, I come across, I begin my lift, and I press the floor with this foot to generate the power. And then once he's on the ball of his foot, weight goes on the right foot, and I take a cross step, straight back. And I pretty much want to put it right under, if I draw a plumb line from the knot of his belt, that's pretty much where my foot goes. I draw him up, and again, it's just my left hip pointer in the knot of his belt. I don't have to turn all the way to the front like I do with Ogoshi or a shoulder throw. I'm staying side up to him, coming in here. It's my hip pointer in here. And I also have to bump this hip up. Don't neglect that. When you step in, lift the hip. Come across, draw him, and then I begin my sweep. And when I sweep, the leg comes at roughly a 45-degree angle. I don't really sweep up so much as I sweep around and up. 45 degrees, stay away from his knee. If you come down on his knee, not only is that mechanically inefficient, you'll hack his knee, all right? And if you hit it hard enough, you may blow out his knee. He's out of training for 6 months. So from here, cross, draw, pull him off balance, take the back step, hip contact, sweep, and as he goes over, you rotate, pull in with the sleeve grip, punch down to the mat with a lapel grip. Come across, draw him up. Man, use the hips when you do this. Take the back step, get the contact, turn, throw him over. Sideways. All right, should be nice and light. All right, his weight should be up on your hip. That's why you got to pop that hip up. Have you guys had Uki Goshi? This? All right. So if we do this with an underhook, you can kind of see it a little clearer. And now he's nice and light, so I just sweep the legs away, and over he goes. All right, pull up on the sleeve at the end. The big thing, though, is make sure the foot is in the center. Your base has to be under your center of gravity. Simple physics. If it's out here, and you're trying to do this, it doesn't work. It's got to be under, so we can both stand on it for just a moment. All right, any questions on that? All right, go ahead and grab that.